Hello, welcome to the RANsquawk US morning briefing for today, 2nd of November. I hope you've all had a very good weekend. So after last week's rollercoaster ride for equities, this week has begun on a much more positive note after US ISM manufacturing headline data exceeded expectations, as did the overnight Chinese PMI and the European PMIs that we saw today. Further to that, all three main constituents of the US ISM manufacturing increased month over month, with the unemployment component grabbing much attention after it moved above 50 for the first time in 24 months, and thus that did increase speculation that estimates for the imminent non-farm payrolls report will be revised upwards. As well as ISM manufacturing, we saw a very encouraging pending home sales report as well, which came in at 6.1% month over month against the expected 0.4% as analysts were looking for, and also construction spending also came in above mean estimates. Following the release of this data, equities on both sides of the Atlantic rallied, while fixed income and the dollar made a move to the downside. Commodities also received a lift in tandem with the higher yielding currencies, and WTI crude futures touched on highs $78.25. And further to that, we did see general Japanese yen weakness across the board as risk appetite increased. So as US equity specific news over the weekend, CIT Group filed for bankruptcy on Sunday as the global credit crisis left it unable to fund itself and the recession left it with too many bad loans. And also today, Ford reported better than expected earnings, with Q3 ex items EPS coming in at 26 cents against the expected loss per share of 20 cents. And as such, their shares did open up around 10% at the opening bell on Wall Street. Elsewhere, for Apple, Wall Street Journal reports the company's iPhone got a lukewarm welcome in its official Chinese debut, with a boisterous crowd turning out for the launch party in the capital, but no sign of the sort of sellout reception that greeted the smartphone at its introduction in other countries. And noting for semiconductor stocks as well, today SIA says worldwide sales of semiconductors in the third quarter were $61.9 billion, up 19.7% from the prior quarter, so very good there for semiconductor stocks. In terms of broker moves, Google has been mentioned positively at Barron's, suggesting the shares face few near-term obstacles given the company's hold on search advertising. As well as that, BB&T has been raised to hold from sell at Stifel. Biogen raised to buy from hold at Jefferies, while Research in Motion has been downgraded to sell from buy at Citigroup, and Comcast downgraded to hold from buy at Kaufman. So just looking ahead to the rest of the session, not much in the way of economic data, though we will be eyeing aftermarket earnings from Anadarko Petroleum and Chesapeake Energy.